Hi, I'm Gabriela. Join me as I explore amazing luxury lifestyle destinations and well-being trends in food, fitness, and beauty. In every episode, I'll take you on a healthy living journey that will refresh, rejuvenate, and re-energize all of your senses. We'll also meet great personalities, feature delightful events, and discover everything that will make you feel good about yourself. Welcome to The Good Life. I'm feeling good. In today's episode, I'm going to meet up with Jasmine Bandali, editor of Gourmet magazine, who will share with us how she balances a healthy lifestyle even when she's around food all the time. She will also be joining me for a unique lunch experience at modern Indian restaurant Tresind. And to end the episode, I'll try out the body firm and glow treatment at Spa Zen, located at the Radisson Royal Hotel in Dubai. Working for a food magazine is a dream job for most foodies. I've always wondered how these mouth-watering pages are created. This is why I've invited Jasmine Bandali, editor of Gourmet magazine, to give us a little insight into her life as a food editor and to tell us the most important thing, which is how does she keep fit? Hi Jasmine, welcome to the show.
Hi Gabriela, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. So have you always been into food?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I've always been, even as a child, been quite obsessed with it. Like, I was a very big girl when I was smaller, so yes, I love to eat. I've always been into food. And then obviously I got married when I was very young, so I had to learn a lot about food at that time. You know, when I got first married, I didn't know how to cook, I didn't know how to do anything, so it really was a lot of trial and error.
Oh wow, that's quite challenging actually at the beginning of your marriage,
it
right?
Is,
you
yeah.
need to learn all these new recipes.
Absolutely.
Did you learn anything from your mom?
Definitely. I mean, my mum is the best cook in the world. I'm sure everybody says that about their mothers, but she really is.
So what did your mom cook? What were some of your favorite dishes actually?
My heritage is actually Indian, but my parents are from East Africa. So we have a lot of mix and match. We have a lot of like the spicy curries that are native to North India, but we also have the very sort of cooling coconut varieties that come from East Africa as well.
So how does a typical day look like in the life of a food editor?
To be honest with you, I've got 4 children, so it's very busy. So I wake up in the morning at about 5, and I will cook the dinner for the day, normally when it's a school day and the children have to go to school, so that they can eat while I'm still at work. And then I try and make time to go onto the treadmill, even if it's just for half an hour.
It's amazing.
Or,
this is
or
all
do
you,
Pilates.
Wow.
Yeah, this is all before I go to work.
Before you go to work.
Before I go. And then I will go to work, and then it's generally a lot of research.
And I'm sure you get to try out the most delicious restaurants all around the city.
I am very, very, very fortunate. I'm very blessed and very lucky because every time that there is a new concept or a new restaurant in town, yes, I'm one of the first to go in and try it. So it's always an exciting part of the job.
So what do you think are some of the highlights? I mean, obviously besides trying out the best dishes in the city, what are some of the other perks of being a food journalist?
Oh gosh, the perks of bigger. I think they're endless. I think we I do get to travel as well.
Sounds amazing. So you don't just focus on Dubai, and it's so diverse here already as it is, but you get to expand. So Jasmine, you have a very full day. It's packed with different activities, also taking care of the kids, cooking, work. What would you say are some of the challenges of your job though?
Challenges of the job, I think, are definitely when you're eating out all the time and you do have to try so many delicious foods, etc. Is actually keeping your weight. Yeah, I know. It's like first world problem. It is actually keeping your weight in check, and I think that I think depending on the restaurant, I will kind of deduce whether I can afford to like eat a little bit more or not. If I'm at a Japanese restaurant, for instance, I know that it's quite healthy and low fat, etc. So I'll have a little bit more. But if I know that I'm going to a restaurant that's fine dining and is very rich, then I'll kind of limit myself to 1 or 2 bites of everything, so I can taste everything. But then I do feel that it's necessary for me to exercise so that I can eat. So.
So how do you squeeze in exercising into your schedule?
Well, as I said, like from the morning, like because I'm on the go, literally from the get-go as soon as they wake up. So I have to sort of I have a hot water and lemon and I have a coffee. Then I will try and squeeze, even if it's just half an hour, I'll try and squeeze half an hour in the treadmill.
Having 4 kids, what do you think is, what advice can you give to working moms, basically?
Oh, it's like juggling glass balls. It is. It always is. And there will always seem like there is not enough time in the day. But I think if you can just dedicate, even if it's just 10 minutes like of pure quality time with your child, it will make you feel a lot more balanced.
Yeah.
I also think that it's very important to take some time out for yourself. So much to the annoyance of everybody around me. I mean, I've been known to go onto the treadmill at 2 a.m. because I haven't otherwise had time in the day. But I think it's really important to have that me time as well.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard that as well. If you obviously take care of yourself, you can be a better person and then kind of take care of everyone around you.
Otherwise, I just think that you just tend to get stressed and you know, you just take it out on everybody around you. And that's not healthy for anyone.
No, for sure. So I have a baby girl. She's not actually eating solids yet, but I'm very conscious about, you know, what I will one day give her to eat and, you know, will it be healthy, etc. What do you cook for your kids?
Well, when I started, it was a lot of sort of pureed vegetables and fruits and things like that, just to whet the appetite. I used to give them a lot of oats and things like that, so you know, all really good healthy foods. But I think as they grow up, it kind of you know, it gets a bit distorted. But even now, I think it's very important to make a meal before I leave for work in the morning, because I do want to know what they're eating at night or whatever. So it is based on, a lot of it is based on Indian recipes, a lot of it is based on East African recipes.
And what about diets? Have you ever tried out any of these fad diets?
Oh my God.
In them?
Every diet known to man. I have tried every single diet. Some do work, some don't. I think if you eat well, if you eat clean for the majority of the time, and you do, you know, I don't have like I say, I don't have a set regime. So, you know, I could have a bagel today for lunch, or I could have and have a salad tomorrow. You know, I try to keep things quite varied. But I think, you know, variation is the spice of life, right?
Exactly. I'm getting a little bit hungry. Why don't we continue this conversation over lunch? Chef Himanshu is here, who's going to serve us something delicious, Indian, I've been told.
Amazing.
So let's try it out. Wow.
Hi.
Hi, Chef.
How are you?
Hi.
Good, how are you?
So we have this modernist chaat trolley. So chaat is an Indian street food. Chaat literally means to lick. So we have 3 different kinds of chaat. The first one is dhokla. Dhokla is a Gujarati snack which is steamed and then tempered with mustard leaves and curry leaves. So this will be cooked in liquid nitrogen now. So it's supposed to be soft and spongy, but we will make it brittle through liquid nitrogen because it flash freezes everything which goes in it. It's minus 178 degrees there. Second chaat is palak patta, which is actually spinach fritters. And the third one is mother of all chaat. It's called papri, which is like fried flour shells.
Okay.
So we have all the different chutneys which are usually part of chaat. This is sweet yogurt.
Wow. Work of art.
It is, yeah.
This is tamarind. We have our
Wow.
frozen dhoklas.
It actually sounds crunchy.
Yeah.
You can hear it.
And now you can
take
hear
it out. Amazing. Looks so spectacular.
It does, yeah.
We will rehydrate the dhokla with mustard and curry leaf water. It's usually tempering for the dhokla. Almost done, and it's ready to be served. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chef. So is there any oil that you think would be, you know, healthier to use if you're going to deep fry your dishes?
I always use sunflower oil. Only because the cholesterol level is lower. My mother's always used sunflower oil, so it's just something that I've always done. My grandmother used to use ghee. She used to use ghee and used to make her curries and things like that in ghee and whatever.
That's actually a form of butter, isn't it?
It's clarified butter.
But it's experiencing a bit of a revival now, the ski. I mean, there's so many, chefs even in the UK that are using it, trendy food bloggers that rave about it.
I think also a lot of people that follow the paleo plan, they prefer ghee to any other.
Don't go anywhere, because there's more good food and good conversations when the good life returns. Stone Age like.
It's very rustic. I think you'll like it.
Yes, amazing.
So this is one of our starters. It's Japanese Wagyu, which is seared till medium rare. And then we have chimichurri, which is an Argentinian sauce. It's done with Indian twist in it. So this is just a coriander puree. So I will just finish my sauce with, this is coriander salt. See, the concept behind this dish is Indians love their kebab. They are famous for its kebab. So if this is my kebab, they normally eat with the green chutney, the mint and the coriander chutney. It's a standard that people everywhere, they will eat kebab with the chutney.
Okay.
And I will add some chilies, a little bit of lemon juice. So you have the tweezers. You can pick the Wagyu with the tweezer.
Oh, amazing.
And you can dip it with.
Oh, okay.
So that's how we do it.
I recommend it eating with this Japanese pickle,
Okay, right.
which is ginger pickle actually. So it gives you the vinegary taste.
Yeah.
And it cut down the spice level also.
Oh, great.
okay.
And I see the meat, the Wagyu is medium, or is it
medium,
rare?
yeah.
Okay, let's go for it. I think the best way to judge this dish is to try it than just looking at it. I think the ginger adds a Japanese twist, doesn't it? Because, or is this quite typical for Indian dishes?
No. It's very good, right?
I love how fresh the sauce tastes. So you love to cook at home. Does your husband sometimes share some of the duties with you?
No. My husband doesn't cook. Although it does have to be said, he makes a very good egg. He does make a very good egg. But
what kind of egg?
Just a regular sunny side up. He makes a good egg. He loves to eat. Not so much does he love to cook. I think he has a fear of the fact that if he goes into the kitchen and he makes something well, that we'll be like, oh, can you make it again? And he just doesn't want that to happen. So
He'll be the designated cook.
That's delicious.
So now after this delicious main course, we're getting to the favorite part of our lunch, which is the dessert. Yay! We both have a sweet tooth. Chef, what are we having for dessert?
This is a surprise dessert for you.
No?
I will not tell you till the end what am I making.
Okay.
So you can even guess it in the middle.
All right.
And this is perhaps the thing which you have had at least 100 times in your life. I can guarantee that.
Really?
It's such a common dessert.
But you're going to add your own twist to it, I guess.
Yes.
And this is whipped cream?
Yeah, this is whipped cream.
Okay. So you're actually freezing the whipped cream.
Yes.
I basically like anything with chocolate, so this is a good start. Let me take a wild guess. Might this be Black Forest cake?
Yes. So this it's a deconstructed Black Forest cake. you have layers of things in any cake. You have chocolate sponge, so I just put chocolate sponge initially, and then I put whipped cream, which was cooked in liquid nitrogen. Then I add chocolate sauce, which has 80% cocoa in it, so a bitter one, and then I add caramel sauce to it, some chocolate flakes, and red currants. So the Indian twist. Yes.
What were the little bits?
Yeah, that was a very famous Indian sweet. It's called Doda Barfi.
Okay.
It's a North Indian sweet. It has a caramel flavor, and it's made from burnt milk.
Okay.
So it has that caramel flavor and a little bit of flavor also of the milk. And this is probably for you.
Thanks so much. Oh. Okay. That's so dramatic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
That's amazing.
I feel bad to eat this. Wow. Wow. Really yummy. What do you think?
I think you can never go wrong with this combination, but I love that it's all of how it's been put together.
It's true, right? The whole dessert has so many different elements to it with different consistencies. It makes it really interesting to
I think
eat.
it's been a very sort of textured meal from start to finish, right? With the chart and then the wagyu as well. And it's been amazing. And that's what I love about this restaurant actually. Is that it is sort of very traditional Indian flavors, but they've put such a nice modern, molecular gastronomical spin on it. So it really does make it different, and it's a very entertaining meal out. And that's what I love about this place. Really, they've really pushed the boundaries here.
Yeah, I'm so happy that I got to try this out. It's actually an experience. You
It
don't
really
just
is,
come here for the food.
Exactly, yeah.
It's actually, I think it would be great to come here with a group of friends as well.
Yeah,
It's very entertaining. I'm super satisfied. What about you?
Oh yeah, amazing. It was really, really, really good.
Oh, I think so too. I'm coming back again.
For sure.
And I'll call you so we can do this again together.
I should hope so.
Thank you so much, Jasmine,
Thank
for
you.
having lunch with me and being on the show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
I did the Zen Body Glow and Firm at the Spa Zen at the Radisson Royal Hotel. It was a treatment that took 2.5 hours, so it was quite long, but it was pure bliss. The first step of the treatment was an exfoliating peeling, which was very soft and tender on my skin, and I really enjoyed it because the therapist actually massaged it into my skin, especially the part where she was scrubbing my feet was really enjoyable. After the exfoliating peeling, my pores were open and they were ready to absorb the cream. The first cream that she applied was the Body Elixir, and she just massaged it all over my body, and it actually has anti-aging properties, which you're supposed to really massage into those areas that are considered problem zones. The first cream was really absorbed into my skin, and right afterwards, the therapist applied a massage gel. And this gel was actually quite unique because it activated itself by feeling the heat of your body. So the idea of this gel is to make your skin more lustrous and radiant. So in the third step, the therapist applied a body mask. This felt really thick and heavy, and I really enjoyed it because it was almost a bit cooling. The steps beforehand warmed my body, especially the peel and the massaging, and this one just cooled it right down. It was very pleasant. After the cream was applied, the therapist wrapped me in a foil, and she let me rest there for about 15 to 20 minutes. I felt a little bit cold at first, so she covered me with a towel and another blanket, and so I really felt my body warm up, and obviously due to that my pores opened and really absorbed the cream. The mask was quite thick, and to be honest, it was quite hard to get it off in the shower. I wish someone had been there to help me. But yeah, after like 5 minutes or so, I made sure that all of it was removed so that I was ready for the next layer. So the last step was the moisturizing cream that the therapist applied all over my body. And I must say, this was the most relaxing part because I got to lie down, I closed my eyes, and she massaged every single part of my body. I especially enjoyed the feet and the head. So for the cherry on top, she sprayed a body mist all over my body, and that was very cooling and refreshing. And I feel like it kind of just sealed up all of the goodness that was on my skin. I think this treatment is perfect for people like myself who have very dry skin. It is perfect, especially if, for example, you're suffering from dry skin on your back. It just hydrates it so well. This is not a treatment that you do every week, you know? This is something that you do once in a while, one-off. For example, when you come back from your holidays and you have, you know, a sunburn or something like that, then it's really beneficial because it's going to help with the dryness. This treatment really is a treatment. There's a purpose to it because it makes your skin more hydrated and it's anti-aging, and I really did notice that afterwards. My skin was so moist and lush, and I didn't even take a shower anymore at night because I wanted my skin to really absorb the cream. It is not really a treatment where you can just lie down for 2 hours and relax, because you do have to get up every so often to rinse off, you know, the peeling or the mask. So it's really for someone who's looking to fulfill that kind of purpose of having just beautiful skin. Thanks for joining me today. And remember, leading a healthy and well-balanced lifestyle can be enjoyable and luxurious too. I'm Gabriela, and this is The Good Life.